Welcome back to Superman Comic A Day. As we finish this week's Superman number 4 covering with the final story, Terror in the Truckers Union. So the Truckers Union is being terrorized by a racketeering mobster outfit led by a man named Gus Snide, who sounds like a dude who should be in a silent film twirling a really ridiculous mustache. And honestly, that probably would have been a way more interesting character than what we have here. Snide's men kidnap the head of the union, Carlson's daughter, to get him to negotiate, or do what they want him to do, not really negotiate. And Superman arrives to help. You know, Superman, bright blue costume, red cape, Superman. And this is where the comic starts going off the rails. I know, it's pretty quickly this time. So he does kind of save the daughter, but he goes in to negotiate with the head of the Racketeers, Snide, and instead of, doing what he usually does, start beating up on these guys and threatening them until they either turn themselves in or leave town, the two ways he deals with things, he instead decides he wants to collect evidence. Oh no. As we know, when he decides he wants to expand the story, make it longer by wanting to collect evidence instead of doing what he usually does, things go wrong. Very, very wrong. So, Superman says he wants to join the Racketeers, and they just believe him, even though he's been kind of stopping them up until this point. So to prove himself, he has to kill Carlson in front of Snide. So he goes and grabs Carlson. He does not explain what's happening here. He just grabs Carlson, brings him in front of Snide, where Snide hands him a gun. Superman just throws away the gun, and he picks up and throws Carlson out a window, which is enough evidence, I guess, for Snide to believe that Superman is on their side. And once he's given the okay, Superman jumps out the window and saves Carlson. So no one, A, looked out the window to make sure Carlson was really dead, and B, they were apparently in a very tall building for Superman to be able to have a conversation with Snide and then jump right back out the window to save Carlson. Carlson is clearly unhappy. He even tries to fight Superman for a second, who then tries to kind of explain what's happening. So Superman joins the Racketeers, helping them do a bunch of stuff. Eventually, there is a union strike because of what they do. Superman seems to be so good at, being a criminal because he's superpowered and can't be stopped. The Racketeers decide that Superman should be in charge, which is a fair thing to be, but why the hell is Superman running Racketeers at this point? All of this is just a bad idea. I don't know why he's doing this, other than to expand the story. This could have been over a while ago. Snide gets jealous about being replaced. He picks up evidence and turns it over to the police, sending all the Racketeers to jail. And what should send Superman to jail, but Superman's like, haha, bye. And if Snide had this evidence to begin with, Superman could have just followed him using his X-ray vision, being able to stay away with his leaping to just find it, or, threaten Snide until he gave him the evidence, which is not a great way for a Superman story to end either, but that's how the Golden Age Superman's been dealing with all of this. Superman then escapes the police, goes after Snide, captures him, and takes the evidence that Snide was in charge to the police, sending Snide away. The police just up and forgive Superman, even though he has been doing criminal things. His hands aren't clean here. He didn't get, permission or something. He's not like an undercover cop. He did bad things. And also, the cops don't really like him to begin with. Sometimes they're just after him because he's breaking the law by being a vigilante. But everything's fine now. I really don't want more stories like this ever. Especially just, A, I don't like the mobster stories, but why does he need to run the mob? I mean, there's probably a really fun 50s story with him running the mob in a crazy way, but yeah, this story just kind of doesn't fit with even the Golden Age Superman we've met so far. And that is finally it for Superman number 4. We have gotten through it. It had its high points with the first 2 stories involving Luthor, and then it kind of fell apart with the mob stories for the second half. But I guess that's better than the last issue of Superman, though this was all completely new stories. So it was a lot to get through. Next week we should be covering an action comic. And this will be a little more on the rails, but we will be getting to other Superman comics fairly quickly because they are coming out at least 4 times a year until they start coming out nearly monthly, like every 3 months to 2 months. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon to get notifications when a new video goes up. I do this Monday through Friday, but Fridays is now Bat Friday, where I cover a Batman or Detective Comics issue. And until next time, let us ponder the question, whatever did happen to the Man of Tomorrow? Bye!